My mother always had room for one more at the table. She used the format of welcoming and kind of setting the table, having everyone feel comfortable. A lot of what hospitality means to me, I inherited from my mom, but the biggest part of it is making people feel really welcome and doing something that meets my standard without making people feel uncomfortable or feeling like they're in a pretentious environment. So being in the food industry, you're constantly learning, and there's a certain culture that comes with it. But I think you can take that information and that knowledge and share it with people in a way that opens them up to an experience, doesn't make them feel uncomfortable because they're not familiar with the experience. And that's important to me. It's all for them because they're our guests, but it's representative of who I am and who we are as a culture. Like, we are welcoming, we like cooking good food, we like drinking good wine, but we also like interacting with a diverse group of people. Gathering at a table can break down barriers, start conversations, people share ideas, backgrounds, history, find common ground when maybe they thought there was none. What can we do different, or what can I come in today and make better? That's one of the most important things to me, is to approach it that way, like never thinking like, oh, we're good, this works, but to always be aware of what changes are happening in the market and the industry. I did quite a bit of research when we were looking to make a change. I wanted a POS that gave me the information that I needed, that provided our staff with something that worked well consistently, and that had customer service that was more in line with the customer service we give to our customers. We wanted to be heard and have a product that suited our needs and worked for us. Mynt was great. They did the demo. They sent me a lot of information. They cared about what my experience was like, and they got back to me without being pushy. So the reason I switched to Mynt was because I wanted a system that spoke to our kitchen really clearly, so that when it was really busy, they could look at a ticket and figure out what was going on. And I wanted a system that felt, even if they weren't right here in Seattle, that felt local. Like there was a number I could call if I had a question, a person behind the business, and not just a business where you were put on hold or someone was talking to you that didn't understand your situation. What I liked the most, and my staff even commented on after only about a week, it's like there's people on the other end of the line when you call for help, and they actually care, and they're working to make it work better, and they even are checking back to see how it's going. At one stage of the process of making the switch, my bookkeeper pointed out a few things that were making her work difficult. I talked to someone from Mynt, and they were like, oh, that's this report. Oh, you can find that information here. Would it make it easier if we just set it up so you get that emailed every day? And I was like, wait a minute, you're gonna actually do it for me? So that's the kind of experience I've had, and that kind of tracking of paperwork and information is game-changing for a small business. So I felt like we found someone that valued customer service in the same way that we do. Just seemed like a perfect fit for us.